Hi, and welcome back. It's Normally Cooking with Mark. Today we're going to be doing crafts with Mark. We're making a hat right here. What you see is a thick brim and then a regular stitch. Your brim is about 14 to 28 rows long, and it's a knit 2 purl 2. And all you do on the knit 2 purl 2 is you just simply on your loom, you wrap it twice on one and pull the bottom one over it, just like this. And let me just show you that again here. So we're just going to hook this back up in here. Alright, so what you do is just simply wrap once around each one, just as you can see. So, and then you take your bottom one and bring it over the top, like so. Bring it over the top, like so. On your next two for the knit 2 purl 2, and this is why you need to mark every other 2, is you would go down to the bottom and go through the top and pull the loop up, unhook, and pull the new hook, the new loop in there, just as you see. That's how you do the knit 2 purl 2. Now you're going to do the knit 2 purl 2 for 20 to 28 rows, as I stated. After you get those 28 rows, what you're going to do is you're going to take the bottom of the first row and you're going to wrap it back over it. And the way you know where to start is when you start, you actually have a little hook right here. So when you're going to make a loose knot, a slip knot, and you're going to wrap it on here. Well, once you get about 3 or 4 rows going, unhook that slip knot. When you unhook the slip knot, it's going to dangle. That's going to tell you where you're going to put the hook back, or where you're going to put the loop back onto the peg. Once you get them put back on the peg, then all you simply do is just take your first loop and wrap it back over. That'll make your rim. That's why this is so thick right here. Then on the rest of it, and this is going to be about 15 to 20 rows, it's just a regular knit. So all you're going to do is just simply wrap all the way around, just as you see here. And once you get it wrapped all the way around, all you're going to do is just simply take your loop and wrap it over the top all the way around. Just as you see here. And you just keep doing this, and this is about 15 to 20 rows, depending on how big you want your hat. Now, as I said, this is a 9.5 inch loom. It's what you're going to need for an adult size head. If you're doing an infant or a baby, you want to go with a 5.5 or a 5.75. And as they become teenagers, you can do a 7.5. So this is how it's done. What you're going to do is you're going to simply go through and do this all the way around for about 15 to 20 rows. I have about 10 right here, as you can see. Once we get to the end, I'll show you how to group it all together and make the point at the top. Now, I did have a full video on start to finish. Somehow something happened and I lost the complete video. That's why you're seeing this in the near the middle of this whole thing. If you want to see how it's actually done, what I'll do is I'll post the video first on how to make the mittens, because the mittens are made the same way with the rim. And then I'll post the video for the hat. And then I'll post the video for the scarf. And that way you can see how the beginning of your rim, the beginning of the hat is going to work, because it's the same way as your mittens. The only difference on the mittens is once you get the rim done, you're actually, or the cuff, you're actually going to start working on your thumb. So that will be the next project. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish this up, and then I'll be with you once I get the 20 rows on here. Okay, so I have this. This is, I said 15 to 21. This is actually 18. So what you want to do is you want to take your yarn, wrap it all the way around once, and then you're going to cut it. Now what you're going to do is, I found this to be the easiest way to do this. Take your yarn needle, and a piece of paper, and you want the piece of paper wide enough so it can fit through here, just as you can see through the hole. All you're going to do is take the piece of paper, wrap it around the yarn, and pull through. And you have it all hooked up. Now, if you're wondering how I got the two different colors here, I used a navy blue camouflage for the bottom. And just before I started I hooked the, finished up the rim, I attached the next color, which is the let me see what it's called. Chestnut. And then I crochet, and then I loomed it in there, so it looks like there are two consecutive pieces that belong together. Now all you're going to do on this is simply take your needle and pull it through and unhook it. Take your needle, pull it through, and unhook it. And you're going to do this all the way around. And once we get to the end, I'll show you how we finish it up. Now, after you get it all pulled through, you're going to remove it from the loom. And all you're going to do is just simply pull, as I just did. Then you want to pull it through, pull your yarn through, and tighten it up as much as possible. And then you're going to just simply go around the entire top. Like so. Now you can do this a few times. It's just enough just to keep it in its place so it doesn't come loose. Now, once you get this done, all you're going to do is just simply pull it through and pull it through so that it's tightened, just like so. Your hat is now done. Now, if you wanted a bigger hat, you could make it 21 inches, or you could leave it at this is 18, like I said. I think this is a nice size hat. It's going to keep you nice and warm. We're not done with this yet, though. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the ball on the top. And the ball on the top is real easy to make, and that's why I didn't cut that yarn off that's from crocheting the top. So all you're going to do is just take, now we're going to use this camouflage because that's what the brim is made of. And all you're going to do is just wrap it around your hand, just like this. And you're going to wrap it about 20, 30 times. And then you're going to cut it. Now you're going to pull it off your hand. And when you pull it off your hand, you're going to pull it through. And tighten it up. Now, after you get it tightened up, you're going to tie it into place. Now, the key to this is to make sure you can actually now after you've got it pulled through, you're going to make a knot in it and tie it like so. Now, I know it just looks like a little clump, but here's how you're going to make the ball on it. All you're going to do is just simply go through each loop and cut it to make the ball. Now you have your ball. Okay? Now all you're going to do on the ball is go back through. so that you're on the outside, and bring it right up through the center, just like so. Now you have that on there. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to simply go through this. And just keep going through. And just do this a couple times. And one more time down through. We'll do the trick. Now, after you get this done, pull it inside out again, and just simply wrap it through to tie it off. After you get that done, all you're going to do is just simply tie a knot in it. And we're just going to pull it through one more time. And now that you have a little loop, one looks like a bow tie, just simply tie it into a knot. And this is how, and then just cut off the excess. And hence you have a nice little hat. Your ball on the top matches your rim. This is a loom hat, multicolored. You have the navy on the bottom, and you have a chestnut on the top with the ball. This is a knit 2, purl 2, and this is a regular knit stitch all the way around. Thank you for watching Cooking and Crafts with Mark. I will have the full video up on Facebook and my cooking page, as well as YouTube and Twitter. Thank you for watching. Have a good day now.